Somebody down giving us life instructions.
Did you?
Life saving.
Yeah.
Come out from Limerick.
Oh my God.
How you
You
swim.
remember Father Bacon was down there one time when he was curing Kappa White. He was down there. They were rescuing people from drowning.
That's right.
Yeah,
I was there for that.
you were.
And how you'd swim up to the guy. I was going to say, well, there's a problem. We can't swim. we were in learning how to life save, but we can't swim.
Yeah.
But the theory was,
And
you swim up to the guy, and then you warm on the last swim. And when your hand, and then they had this very important, a drowning man will clasp a straw. When your hand hits his chest, these two hands will go on you, and then you swim away with him, out. And for a guy who couldn't swim, I mean, I'm going to swim over this big heavy guy. But and it was awful important that you did this right, because if he caught you the wrong way, you'll go down with him.
Right.
He won't let go.
And then you'll both drown.
Well, we'd be all down there. Oh, that went down for a long time. These swimming lessons, and blocking up the river. You know.
That's right. But did we block the river pond
They
again?
did. Yeah, there's a big hole there, but to get the water
He doesn't
deep,
need
you know.
more biscuits.
Yeah.
He'll eat them.
Yeah.
Don't bring him more biscuits. He'll eat them.
No, we're grand now. We're grand, thanks. But the best story of all, of course, that I remember from years ago with Mrs. Phil was the old ass going to the creamery, you see. Yeah. Did he make it the New Nationals one time?
I have the copy of it. Do you know who got it? Me? Poor old Tommy Shock.
Yeah,
He was doing the archives with Owen Clonmel and brought it home to me.
he did.
Yeah.
But what did you
The
get?
donkey that know the road of the road.
Yeah,
That was the hidden of it.
yeah.
The donkey that know the road of
And
the
who
road.
did you put the churns and the cream in the car in the morning yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, you put them up at night. You
Yeah.
put them up at night and then you put the milk in.
Yeah, you put the churns on yourself in the morning. And you said the ass off to the creamery, right?
Take it down then.
Oh,
Yeah.
we take it out, yeah.
Yeah. Someone of you
That's
take
right.
And Rafferty or someone below it, then they would put them back on for you.
That's right.
And then when the ass is passing up to school, we'd all shout, "There goes Phil's ass!" You know. Mrs. Donovan say, "No be Donald, no be a kind." Yeah.
What's that mean now?
Don't be bad, don't be kind.
Yeah, don't be kind, no be a kind.
Don't be bold and don't be talking.
Yeah, no be Donna.
Don't
But
be bold.
there's Phil's ass, now we say, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, sure, that's the way.
McDermott missing.
Who now?
McDermott, the guard.
Oh, yeah, you did, yeah.
He arrested him.
You arrested the ass,
He
right?
did.
Yeah.
Man. And my uncle was buried in Kilteely the same day.
We were all inside under the bed.
And I was gone to the funeral. And Stephen Davis was minding the lads.
Yeah.
The same morning they couldn't go to school. It was a downpour.
Oh, jeez.
So I had
The
Thomas
Maureen
Heddy.
was flooded. The Maureen was flooded.
What's that the reason?
And
She used to get flooded.
Stephen Davis was working at our house. And he was at home minding him. When about 2 o'clock he saw the donkey arriving in and the villa having him by the beast.
The police, the guard
So
was
he
sheer
went down.
corners.
In under the bed, quick, he said, the guards are coming to take us. Because, you know, at that time you'd be arrested, you couldn't go to
I
school.
went to school.
Oh.
And Stephen thought that's what he was coming about.
They
because
thought it was about not
Yeah.
being
being
at
at
school.
school.
It was bringing the donkey. So I got my summons to appear in court.
And you went.
I had to go, sure.
And what was the charge at the time? What was the...
I wasn't charged, only
She was bound to the bees.
Yeah, but I mean, what was the offence? What?
for having a donkey wandering on the road.
Unaccompanied, yeah.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been.
And you don't even knew more than a lot of the people on the road at the
And
time.
during the trial, the judge asked the policeman, when you arrested the donkey, was the donkey on the right side of the road? And the guy, fair play to him, he said he was. And the judge said, a lot can be, what can't be said for a lot of drivers on the roads these days. And laughter was heard from the crowd, from the courtroom. He was on the right side of the road. Sure, there was no side of the road in those days.
Well,
It was just the middle of the road.
Well, he was so wise, this donkey. When there was hardly any car, motor car, so only Father Dwyer, he was here in Clapham, parish priest.
And Dr. Hickey.
He'd be going, well, Dr. Hickey wouldn't be on the road very often, but Father Dwyer would be on it every week. He'd go down to school every week,
Oh yeah,
generally every Tuesday.
yeah.
And he'd meet the donkey all the time. And when the donkey'd see the motor car coming.
Stop.
He'd stop,
Oh.
short, and leave the car pass him. He'd be in the middle of the road, but the car would have to pass him. He wouldn't pull in at all. Just the motor car had to pull in. He was keeping his artist.
He was a Republican donkey. He wasn't given away to anybody.
No, he wasn't given to no one.
Well, honest to goodness.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That's
I remember I was walking in
When did that donkey die? What?
Oh God. He was
How old was he? Or?
He died below where we used to have our cobby. We used to go down into when all the sallies were, not sallies, but the hazelnuts.
Yeah.
And we used to have a cobby in under
Mm.
the trees, and we found him in there. He'd gone in under the thing between balls
very
and
old.
ours. Oh, he was very old.
He was very
And
old.
in his lifetime, he
Yes,
killed
that's
12
good.
goats.
No. He killed them?
12 goats,
Oh,
and
dear.
he was a brat. He used to. I had a lovely
Hot
kid,
dog.
and he followed the kid. And you know the field there, not the well field now, but the one opposite there. And he went in there, and I was trying to catch the kid. And he did about 15 rounds in that field, and I was able to run then. I was young. And
You chased him?
no way could I get the kid away from the class. Eventually he caught him, and he used to break their back. He's just caught him by the back, like that.
Ah.
Well, I could have killed him. If I had a gun that evening, I'd have shot that nugget.
killed
Brat.
the kid.
Yeah, 12 goats in his lifetime he killed.
Yeah.
He had a,
Where-
he
where
really
did
He
you
just
buy
didn't like
goats?
goats.
no, he
I
killed
didn't buy him at all.
Huh?
I tell her now, someone gave him to my father, a phone, and he was reared with the calves.
You mean he came from Kilcordan?
He did, he came from
I thought you
Kilcorn.
said remember the Burks brought him.
No, he was reared, he used to drink with the calves.
Yeah, but
So
I thought
so
the,
young.
the Burks, the
when you went to
tangers.
Knockalagan, the donkey went with you.
Paddy had the donkey for years,
What?
and the donkey always went from Kilcordan out the Boreen onto the creamery, and the book would be the creamery book, a bag.
You mean the donkey was doing this up
He
in
was,
Derk as well?
It was.
So
yeah.
he was
He doing it in Kilcordan.
Oh
He
my
was
God,
doing
I
it in
didn't know that.
Kilcordan, He was all
So he was an experienced donkey
He
for the
was.
road.
a very
He learned the
experienced-
roads.
But was he part of your dowry?
Hmm?
Was he part of your dowry?
Not at all.
Well, how did you get it from you?
Or when Paddy got the tractor.
Oh, he gave him away.
Yeah, he gave him.
So you got the donkey.
I got the donkey, and then I had to get Joe Hammersley
Yeah.
to make a cat
Yeah.
for him,
Yeah.
and I had the donkey. Much
And where did you put the book?
the book?
The book for the creamery.
The creamery. We put it in a bag,
A bag,
And
the
the-
canvas bag.
we turned over a part of the bag on the book way for it to be raining.
Okay.
And he was sailed out and off to the creamery.
Yeah.
He was going
And what's his name? Peggy
off to the
would put
creamery.
2 pounds.
There you go.
Was it a pound of butter on top?
A 2 pound of butter.
A 2 pounds.
There was no pound then, only 2 pounds.
Only 2 pounds.
2 pound of butter.
Oh, in one lump.
Yeah, in one lump.
No, you two single pounds.
Oh, yeah, like bricks. They're the shape of brick. You better
Yeah,
pound of
yeah.
butter.
Yeah, but you got two.
Yeah.
There's
Two of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Two
Two
of them.
pounds.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's 2
yes.
pounds in one.
When you see the many
Yeah.
feet, many
There was no
people
such thing
feet.
as a pound.
Huh?
There was no such thing as a pound of butter, it was 2 pounds.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then in the October you get a box of butter. But before the cows had to be eaten, yeah, what I call them, turnips. They'd be chased,
Yeah.
and the
That would not be good for
you'd
the
get
butter.
a 48-pound box of butter,
Yeah.
and a smaller box,
Oh,
half of that, if you like,
Oh.
whichever you like.
And now where would you put the butter to keep it?
You put it into a cold room.
Okay.
And
Well,
it
we
would
used to
keep-
dig it- we
this
used to
is
dig
in
a hole in
winter
the
time.
garden.
In
The
the
summertime.
summertime, you
Uh-huh.
dig a hole, a square hole, and put down a biscuit tin, and put the
Okay.
butter into it. It was like a fridge now. To be harder, actually, than a fridge.
Isn't that
You
something?
would have to
It was
lean down.
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
It is
brilliant.
brilliant.
And we got that from a woman in a car.
This woman told me, she said,
We used to have 2 leaves of cabbage.
Two
We
leaves.
2 green leaves of cabbage, and take it into the cold room. Like the rooms, there was no heat line,
Right.
and the room would be cold. So
Mhm.
you see, there'd be fire in the kitchen. That'd be too hot.
Too hot.
And this would be the room where you'd be sleeping. Or the sitting room if we had one.
Yeah.
And we hadn't one.
Okay.
Anyway, unfortunately. And it was a bedroom. And in there, and 2 leaves of cabbage down on the ground. A cement floor.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Sorry.
no.
A mud floor.
Mud floor, that's
A
right.
mud floor that was in it. And we'd leave it down in that, a leaf of cabbage. And then put a pound of butter, 2 pounds of butter.
Why would you use a leaf of cabbage? Keep the bugs
To
away.
keep it cool.
Cool.
The green cabbage.
Oh.
And you would have to change that every
Every
day.
now.
Yeah.
That was before carriers day, air conditioning. That was our air conditioning. Oh, we had no air. That was, that
Well,
was
it
our
kept your
refrigerator.
butter, it kept it fresh.
Mary dear, she said to me in the post office, Lord mercy on the woman, she said now, you know, she lived below near Jimmy Connors'
Mary dear.
Willie. Do you remember Mary dear? What did
Yeah.
Mary dear? And she said to me one day,
No, Noni dear.
No,
Mary.
Mary.
Yeah, okay.
Danny dear's
Daddy
wife.
dear's wife, yeah.
Mary dear. Yeah.
And
Right.
she said to me, talking about robberies and everything, you know, she said to me, I don't trust in banks at all, she said to me, because Jerry Creedon said to me, the elderly, he said, encourage them, he said to, if they're not to be keep money, he said, no many pensioners now have
Sure,
got done.
sure.
While people were at mess, they robbed their houses. And so I said to Mayor Joe, did you ever put money into the post office or the bank or anything? Because I said, there's so many robberies, I said, the sergeant said, like, you know, you shouldn't think about it. No, she said to me, I can tell you now, she said, no one will get my money, she said. And I said, why? I said, do you take it to the bank? No, dear, she said to me.
Let's see what she is.
People, she said,
I know.
they don't know me, she said. They don't know me from Adam, she said. Why would I go into a stranger with my money, she said. I puts it in the ground like we did years ago with the butter, she said.
Oh my gosh.
So,
What she said?
she
put
puts it in the ground.
Her money.
Yes. She has her jam jars, and when she'd have a few pounds, she puts it into the jam jar and puts it down into the ground, the same as she said we did with the butter. She said when we were she saw little holes. I don't anyone ever find them. She said, you gone now, the Lord's mercy.
The first thing you went to find there was her little jam jars, huh?
I didn't ever, but I've never even
Isn't
said
that
it to anyone
amazing?
because it's all about that was her doing, that was her, but
That's her bank.
that was her bank.
God love her.
She said, I thought about it, she said, when, you know, she said we used to put the butter into the
That's a
ground,
great
she said,
idea.
in a
It
minute.
is a great idea.
She said we used to put the butter into the
Yeah,
ground, she said. And she said, I'd do the very
He's going to
same.
eat them, Danzy.
Huh?
Jesus.
Wait,
That's what's going to happen. He'll eat them.
do you want one?
No thanks, I can't afford to eat them at all.
Well,
Look at that, look.
I'm after getting the great conversation here now on this video. I have 12 minutes of it.
Do you?
Very good.
So
We
I'll
all
get
want
this.
that on a DVD now, you know.
Yeah,
you
I'll
know?
send this back to you now. This
Yes.
is great. We got you all talking good
But I
there.
must say the
Did you see
cathedral
his
one was
picture
done
of chocolate
brilliant,
mother?
wasn't
Huh?
it? The cathedral one was done very well.
Yeah.
One of mother.
thank-
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't that a great picture?
You
It's
took
a
that picture.
marvel.
We all have one
Yes.
in Willie.
Huh?
What was that now?
Great. It
Yeah.
was. It's a
Wasn't
great
that a great
picture.
picture?
I have one too.
Yeah.
What's that picture?
The picture of
The
this.
picture you took of man.
Remember?
Oh yes,
That
yes,
was
yes.
the best
Talk
picture.
about
Yeah.
You know,
a
it's
snap
lovely.
photograph.
It was. It was great. It was so
Hmm.
spontaneous.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to shut this off now. This was a very good interview now. All about the little donkey. Yeah. What was the old thing? I saw a donkey one day old. His head was too big for his neck to hold.
Oh,
His legs were shaky and long and loose. They rocked and something, and I forget the rest, but anyhow, that was one of our school poems. You ever one about the old brown horse looks over the fence
yes.
in a weary sort of way.
Yeah.
He seems to be saying to all who pass by, well, folks, I've had my day.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a lovely.
Listen, there's
He
one I
knows
want
them
to
all,
ask you
Mrs.
about.
Phil.
Up the airy mountain,
Down the rushy
Rushy
glen,
Glen.
you dare go a hunting for fear of
the
the
little
men.
glen.
We folk, big folk, trooping all together, red, green jacket, red cap, and white owl feather.
Yeah.
Down along the rocky shore, some make their homes. They live on crispy pancakes of yellow tide foam. Some in the reeds of the Black Mountain Lake, with frogs for their watchdogs all night awake. This is Master Lacey. He belted it into us.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But there's another one. High on the hilltop the old king lives. He's now so old and grey, he's nigh lost his wits. On a bridge of white mist, Columkilly crosses, on his stately journeys from Slieve League. Where was Slieve League?
Slieve where?
Slieve League to Ross's.
Up over on Sligo.
Was it up in Sligo?
Yeah.
And Ross's.
Ross's Point.
Where is that?
Sligo.
In Sligo.
Sligo, yeah. Beyond Binbulben, Sligo.
Now you've answered my question, because I said to Joan, it's probably up in Connemara.
Yeah.
Ross's.
Okay.
She said, not in Connemara.
No, it's in Sligo.
In Sligo.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing.
That was about fairies.
I know.
But I don't know who wrote it.
Yeah.
My father used to say that first poem. I did.
You only because Yeats.
When we were little.
You only because William Butler Yeats wrote it.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
He's from up that country, you know.
That's right, yeah.
Might have been Yeats.
Was your father from Ireland?
No, he was the first one in the United States. No,
Oh.
but his father, whom I did not know,
Yeah.
taught him all these things. And it was just so funny for us as kids because my dad would tell us these things and my mother would say, Edward, they won't remember their prayers, but they'll remember that nonsense.
That's right.
And we did, but
You
we
did.
did remember our prayers.
But you know, now my children are accusing me of telling them things that I taught them. And it was totally untrue. They said that I went to school in the snow, uphill both ways. I said, don't
Never
even
said
go
that.
there. We never had snow. We had one fall of snow in 1948, and it hasn't snowed since. It has rained ever since. So there was no, and John, you see, they gang up on me. John said, you said it. David said, you said it. It couldn't be, but you must have said it. Now Fiona's telling me that we went to school trumping in the snow, uphill both ways. I said, we never, our school was never uphill.
Never.
Never.
Well, from your place, wouldn't you know? It's down the valley from both sides, actually.
That's right.
All sides, yeah.
Green seal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there we are. Now I'll make a copy of this and send it on to you sometime.
No, it's a college.
Red jacket. So I thought, well, I'll look for a red jacket person.
Yeah.
So I find this boy who looks no older than 13. Honestly, he was so young looking. But he had the tag on. So I said, do you work here? Yes, ma'am. So I said, well, would you please help Monsignor? So the kid comes over. They must have talked for 40 minutes
Yeah.
about, how do I do this and which one's better and what do I need. So we get everything out of the store and we're leaving the building, and I said to Monsignor, do you think maybe we should get something to eat since it's, late in Sunday and I have to pack and you have to pack. So Monsignor says, all right, we'll go to the Exchange. This is no exaggeration. We get to this restaurant and I see him in the boot of his car trying to get things out. So I said to him, you're taking that in with you, aren't you? So we sit at the table and he plays with this camera, and the next thing I know, I'm on the pictures.
Yeah.
So he was very happy with himself, Mrs.
Oh,
Phillips.
did he
His
ju-
new toy.
You just
Yes.
bought the camera.
Yes, his
I
new
just
toy.
bought it. I used to take these pictures years ago, and I kind of hadn't done that for several years, so I thought I was trying to get back into it. But the older cameras were very big, you see, and bulky.
Yeah.
These things are very small and they're much more efficient.
But,
But the old ones, you had to plug them in,
Yeah.
and a big battery pack over your shoulder.
That's right, yeah.
The only thing about this now, I got to get I can play this back on the camera,
Yeah.
but I got to get a converter for the Irish system when I go back, the PAL system.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, but and it tells you how long it's running. This thing is gone. I got about 17, 18 minutes total.
Well, it
just
also
like
gives
that.
you the date and the time.
It gives you the date, the time, everything, you know.
Record everything.
When,
Yeah.
when you buy
Yes,
a
it is.
DVD here in Ireland, you take it back, you can't play it in America.
He knows.
You
better
can.
than
If
I
it
do.
depends if you got the machine that'll play the PAL.
Yeah,
Some of them are dual,
yeah.
and some are only the NTSC, which is the American system.
The American system. Yeah.
But
I got a tape, a DVD on Roy Keane. The football.
yeah,
Couldn't play it.
no.
Oh.
But I have got a camera, a VCR that will play both. You know.
Would play both.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, but when
Mine
you
does
get
too,
them,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Mine does too.
Where do you
So now when I buy, I want to make sure, ask him if he'll play multi-system.
multi-system?
Mm-hmm.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in
Give us
heaven.
this day our daily bread,
bread,
forgive us our
and
trespasses as we
forgive
forgive
those
those
who
who
trespass
trespass
against
against
us.
us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, blessed art thou in
Holy
Jesus'
Mary,
name.
Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, blessed art thou in Jesus'
Holy
name.
Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, blessed art thou in
Holy
Jesus' name.
Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, blessed art thou in
Holy
Jesus'
Mary,
name.
Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, blessed art thou in Jesus'
Holy
name.
Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary,
Hail Mary, full of grace,
the
the
Lord
Lord
is
is
with
with
thee.
thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for sinners now and at the hour of our death.
Hail
Amen.
Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death.
Hail
Amen.
Mary,
Hail
full of
Mary,
grace,
full
the
of
Lord
grace,
is
the
with
Lord
thee.
is with thee.
Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy
Jesus.
womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death.
Hail
Amen.
Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and
and
ever
ever
shall
shall
be.
be, world without end. Amen. O Jesus, forgive us our sins,
save
save
us
us
from
from
the fires
the
of
fire
hell,
of hell.
Lead
Lead
our
our
souls
souls
to
to
heaven,
heaven,
especially
especially
those
those
most
most in need of thy mercy. Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy, hail our life, our sweetness, and our hope. To thee do we cry, as children of Eve. To thee do we send up our sighs, mourning and weeping in this valley of tears. Turn then, most gracious advocate, thine eyes of mercy towards us. And after this our exile, show unto us the blessed fruit of thy womb, Jesus. O clement, O loving, O sweet Virgin Mary,
pray for us, Holy Mother of
that
God.
we may be made worthy of the
Promise
promises
of
of
Christ.
Christ.
O
God,
God,
whose only begotten Son, by his life, death, and resurrection, has
Purchase
purchased
for us
for
the
us
rewards
the
of
rewards of
eternal
eternal
salvation.
salvation. Grant, we beseech thee, that
Meditating
meditating
upon
on
these mysteries of the most
the
holy
most
rosary,
rosary of the Blessed
Virgin
Virgin
Mary,
Mary,
we
we
may
meditate what they contain,
and
obtain
they
what they promise
promise
through
through
the
the
same
same
Christ
Christ
our
our
Lord.
Lord.
Amen. May the divine assistance
Remain
remain
also
always with us, and may the
souls
souls of the faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. Amen.
We, the members of this family,
United in prayer at the feet of our Heavenly Mother, earnestly implore the blessing of God on this household. Holy Mary, Mother of God, guard this family from all danger. Grant that they may reign among us that spirit of peace and love which comes only through your intercession. We in our part solemnly promise to be faithful to the daily recitation of your rosary. Amen. May the holy name of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph be ever praised, adored, and glorified forever. Amen. Holy Michael, the Archangel, defend us in the hour of conflict. Be our safeguard against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God restrain him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, thrust Satan down to hell, and with him all the other wicked spirits who wander through the world for the ruin of souls. Most sacred heart of Jesus, have mercy on us. Most sacred heart of Jesus, have mercy on us. Most sacred heart of Jesus, have mercy on us. For our deceased relatives and friends, O God, to whom it belongs to have mercy and to spare, we humbly entreat you for the souls of our relatives and friends whom you have called from this world. Do not deliver them into the hands of the enemy, nor forget them forever, but bid your holy angels receive them and bear them to your home in paradise. Since they believed and hoped in thee, may they not undergo the pains of hell, but persists eternal joy through Christ our Lord. Amen. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and may perpetual life shine upon them, and may they rest in peace. Amen. Name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Now,
Well, Father, how are you?
I'm grand. This has been a wonderful experience. I will not forget this. Yeah, so thank you very much. I got you here now on camera saying your rosary. This will be an edification, you know. You remember the hard words, Dandy? The top, each chapter began with the meaning of hard words.
Where was that?
You know, each chapter, like, you had the meaning of hard
yeah.
words.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
hello.
oh. Deprived. Oh,
Deprived.
deprived.
And the answer will be up there.
Oh my goodness.
Transmitted. Passed from one
So,
disease
no, imagine.
Yeah.
without staying.
Because when Dick O'Brien, I was asking, I don't know if
I don't remember the hard words at all.
You don't?
In
Good God.
Yeah, we'd be asked the meaning of hard words.
But they're
I'll
not the same, I
sit
know.
there now at the table. Yeah. And I get some shots here.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
Meaning of hard
All
words.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
At the back has how to serve mass, you know.
I am, but it's been
Yeah.
Oh, it was cold.
The Christians really used to say.
I just went the other night, it was freezing.
Little drop now, tiny. Oh, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, that's all right, Helen.
And sugar?
No sugar. No sugar.
I tried to sit over on the side because I was taking videos of the
Oh,
of
well,
his
you
mass, yeah.
you
So I
were.
was trying to be
Lovely.
unobtrusive.
Temperance
So
questions.
we had a good time. Temperance questions?
Temperance.
Yeah, that'll interest you now, all right. Yeah.
Mine was a different question.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, but that's the catechism now. That
Yeah,
you.
the catechism I had.
No, that was the Bible history one.
Yeah.
This is the catechism.
Oh, that's the catechism.
That's the catechism. That's the one you need to
they're
look
two
at.
different books.
Yeah, that's the one she needs to look at the catechism.
Oh.
Butler's catechism.
Oh, William.
Yeah,
CBS Tipperary.
that's right, Danzy. I keep my books. I had on road to him on the river when he left school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He turned them in the river.
he did.
Oh my.
Now, Katie, that's the catechism you would have used.
No,
It's not. There must have been an earlier one then.
We never made it back. Andrew was
That should
coming
be an
home.
earlier
We
one.
didn't have-
Yeah,
And I would have
there's probably a date on that catechism. There's known as Butler's catechism.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, penny catechism.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for
I
a couple
haven't met
minutes.
him for years.
Mm.
I haven't met him for, I would say, 20 years.
No kidding.
No.
Yeah,
And I met them all down in the pub except Tom Breen. You know?
that's what happens.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
He looked good, I thought.
No, darling.
Yes.
See, she's.
6 years there, Helen, yourself.
Thank you, Helen.
Any news, Helen?
That's right.
Don't use the mass
This is the
was
one.
Huh?
Is that the one
absolutely
you had?
lovely on
That's the one
I took Sister Rosemary to the mart in Tipperary,
The whole
cattle mart. And you know something? She lifted her hand at one point, and I told her, don't do that. And they went around, she bid on a cow, she didn't know she was bidden. And any other offers, no other offers, sold, pointed over to her. So now she's got to take this bullock back to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
How do you take a bullock back to
He loves that story, as you can
I do,
imagine.
yeah.
Loves
Yeah,
it.
he
So
loves
she
it,
said, of course, being a
absolutely.
wise woman, she says, oh, I got a dowry now. I said, no, you got to pay for the second thing first, you know? Yeah.
Oh.
And a bullock is €1,000.
This
Oh.
was the one. Do you remember
Let me
now,
tell you.
sister? I was saying it to you about the beast being up here.
Oh, that's right.
That's when I looked at that one. I said, no, that's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the one. But
Right, I knew it was.
it is,
It has the meaning of hard words.
Yeah.
That was the one in your time.
Peter the Rock.
Yeah.
Peter the Rock.
And you see each chapter begin with the meaning of hard words.
Pope. Richard.
No, the other one is
All
just,
of them
the
were
other book is the Bible history.
That's it.
We didn't have that in Ireland, we had that in the monastery. The monastery was kind of upper class, you know?
Advanced.
You were advanced when you got to the
Yes.
monastery.
Yeah.
You
I
didn't
knew
tell.
this beast was up here.
Yeah, the
And
meaning,
Found it.
the meaning of hard words.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know what one to great.
it was.
It
We
was-
knew our catechism.
And our parents knew it ahead of us.
They did.
That's
Generation.
And they were able to tell it to us.
And now they haven't a clue.
But that was Butler. He was the Bishop of Kerry, I think, in his time. Bishop
She was telling
Butler.
me about the mass and the bread.
a dangerous weapon.
In his hands, always. In his hands, always.
Where is it? Where is it written down? Oh, deep, oh, jeez.
But you're looking good since the last time I saw you last. I think you're going to the beauty parlour. Yeah. The beauty parlour.
I have a lot of time for that. That is nice too. I'm lucky I have good health.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Good health. I keep it rough now and then.
Yeah.
Keeps me going. You know.
Except it takes a bottle of brandy to begin singing now instead of a glass in the past, you know. Yeah.
It takes a lot now to get the throat going, you know.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, that's life.
Yeah. I think it would be good.
I enjoyed life.
Yeah.
Got everyone on
They did ask you to say about your more power to you to say.
Why not?
More? Okay, well, thank you, sister.
You are most
Thank you,
welcome.
Jack, yeah. Oh, Jack is brilliant.
Where's Jackie?
In the Birmingham, England. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm also in the religious life.
Are you what?
Nursing.
Nursing. I had a first cousin, she was buried this time too. She was in the presentation.
Homeland. Yeah. Did you ended up in one of their houses?
I went over to her funeral and in particular weekend we went over. Oasis Big Band was in Manchester and all the hotels were booked out, so we had to stay in the convent a couple of us. And it was great fun. And all the convent said, how did you like being in a convent? And I said, sure, I own one.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a great kick out of that.
How do you end up owning a convent?
One sister I went to the convent, Marboni. They were Kilcommon.
Yeah.
Kilcommon is in County Kerry.
Oh, it is?
Oh, geez, I'm just up near Hollyford there.
Oh, they're great centre.
I took you up to Kilcommon, remember the last time you were here, yeah?
Jimmy Buckley, the singer.
There's a great
He's from
Doon.
Doon.
But somebody said he has a connection with Kilcommon.
Yeah.
I don't know now whether he would or not. But he would overhead Capel White.
Yeah.
He would be from people.
These people are Tipperary.
Yeah, yes. Both his father and mother are Tipperary. His mother is
Right here, yeah. You have to, yeah, thank you.
his mother is Dublin.
I'm going on a cruise and he's one of the entertainers on the cruise.
Ah, he's fantastic.
Listen to this, but he has him named down.
Yeah. Oh.
She's in Australia.
It's a tough old world, you know. You've got to make your right contacts, you know. Yeah.
She never studied.
Yeah.
When she's at home, stuff is out, she's
Yeah.
she's doing everything. I will honestly say, if she did it in any other profession, she could be anything.
Anything, oh yeah. Commitment. Yeah. Please God.
Called Market Farm. Oh yes. South of Leicester. South of Leicester. Well, it's used to be a great hunting area once upon a time.
I was going through the O'Neill's priest loan mentally the other day.
Yes.
There must be about 7.
Well, O'Neill's alone, yeah, there's really, just go down the house now, long road. So go down to the Crossmundu. Get up Crossmundu, then down, keep down, and then all of the other.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
They have all this Photoshop on the computer, editing and
We go back
doing all this.
We go back to Shannon. Oh yes. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll probably see you on our way out of town. There are 2 people who want to see you on the way out of town. His parents and his stepson. And you.
So you're going to
It's
be
a
back?
nice
I hope
tradition.
tomorrow evening is going to
Oh, I hope it
It's
does.
going to be fine.
You know, I do
Cemetery.
too. Yeah.
No, but it's not tomorrow for us. It's Tuesday evening for Cabaret.
Tuesday tomorrow, there's one on Tuesday evening and 2, I think.
Tuesday
Even
evening.
is too.
2, yeah.
Tuesday evening. It's tomorrow's cabaret.
Tomorrow's Cabaret.
Oh, I thought it was the opposite.
Yes.
Oh.
Weather permit. I think the weather's going to be okay now.
Please God.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of blue out there. I keep checking the blue. Yeah. That's what my mother told me.
Enough blue sky. The blue sky.
You got to watch the moon. Watch the moon tonight.
My mother used to say, patch of blue big enough to catch a Dutchman's pants.
All right. Yes, so we all had to.
So we all had little,
Yeah.
just takes a little patch of blue. So we got some patches out there. I'm working on actually.
That dangerous weather.
I know.
Helen, when are you going back to Savannah?
Oh, I'd love to. I would.
That 4-poster bed is waiting for you.
Oh, what was it? Dancing and Veronica, the 4-poster bed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they were there too. Yeah.
That's a lovely room.
So two. In other words, 2 of the Phils have now slept on the 4-poster bed.
Lily was there when I was there.
There's a little about the guys going out to be hung, and the only thing they could see was their little patch of blue when they were in their cell.
The gallows, right.
Sister Josephine, we were the ward guard hanging up the clothes. You know what it is?
Yes, I do.
She was a tearaway. There was 16 on gold. And we jumped the fence. And then we were out hanging up the clothes and hanging up the clothes and hanging up the clothes. And the first couple of days anyway, she looked at me and she said, God, how many more sheets? How many blouses? How many more? She said. She looked up to me and she said, oh God, where's Ireland? Looking up at this patch of blue sky.
God, where's Ireland?
Oh God, where's Ireland? I thought she'd never say. She's like, oh, that happened. She was
Really
beautiful.
gorgeous.
She was a high She made it.
She made it. Bless her heart. Good for her.
Yeah. As everyone says, somehow we survived.
It's true. Here we are.
Yeah.
With a few stories of our own.
Yeah. I'll always remember Owen. He was going to Maynooth. And it was Tom Breen had gone to Australia. And we went in to make a video, a recording in those days, a tape recording for Tom. So, of course, I think it was Owen was doing it. Was it you with it?
That's that?
Did you make a tape from Jim Breen for Tom?
Oh, Jim Breen?
Yeah.
No, I never got
No.
Jim a tape, no.
No, I think it was Owen.
Yeah.
And anyway, we made this tape for Jim. And Jack and Jim, we made it for Tom. Because Tom was in Australia. And so anyway, and of course Owen would draw him out. How many cows calved this year, Jim? What to tell Tom all the news. And it was so funny. And of course Jim would get carried away. To forget the things that was on. And Jesus, the cows, whatever it was, the pigs and the cows and the hens and the stitches.
Tom went back to reception.
Yeah?
Yeah, we missed him. I would have loved to have met Tom.
Yeah.
I have met Tom for years.
You know.
You got to smile now.
That's right. This will be recorded for posterity. You know, in about 50 years' time, this will become really valuable, you know?
It won't come out even.
Yeah.
Now Claire loves good.
I'll
Claire
go-
loves good film. No.
Now, and
No,
this will
mate.
really be valuable in 50 years' time.
No, mate.
It's all right, you can keep on eating, you know. We want to see how the food is tasting, you see. No problem. Very good, yeah.
And you'll all look wonderful. It sticks out the wrinkles, which is wonderful.
Helen, God bless. Take care. God bless. Cheers. Bye now.
Very good, all right.
No.
Okay. I'll catch. Okay.
Okay, head up down, Mother. Look out the golf course.
Very good. All right.
Don't look stars. Stars, good. She gets funny eyes.
She looks like she's going to buy the golf course. Let me survey this.
Yeah, okay. Go down now.
Okay?
Mind the steps now.
I can do this.
Joe, it's bad to have the flower.
It is. It's not wise at all.
No, the rail. You should have the rail.
In Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Somebody said to me, "Isn't that where the Quakers are?" I said the Quakers are actually the reason that Philadelphia is named Philadelphia. The Quakers came into, and then the offshoot of the Quakers are the Amish in Lancaster. And I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're wonderful people.
Mm-hmm.
Very like what you grew up with. If there's a barn to be raised or a field to be tended or a family, that's what they do. They really are. That's right.
Even in England, like there was great temperature down. After that, the way, yeah.
It's the only way to do it.
Oh yeah,
It's the only way to do it.
But they left here trouble poor, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, we met Americans today in Tipperary, and they were looking for their ancestry. They were never married before.
Oh.
4 people, weren't they? Mother and father and daughter and husband.
They were lovely people now.
They were, yeah.
Really looking for her
Her
grandmother.
grandfather.
The grandmother.
She'd been an old woman now, a woman of 80 years of age.
Her grandmother.
She was never married before, but her grandfather came from Ireland.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Yeah, a lot of people come back looking for their ancestry, you know, tracing it, you know.
She was after researching a lot.
And there's a new heritage centre in Tipperary town, really.
Oh yeah?
And she was going there now tomorrow, you know.
The one for in the Bridewell, is that still there? Is that?
Where is that, down in the railway station?
No, in behind the Marion Hall. You know that what the old courthouse is in there.
Oh, was that one in there?
There used to be there. Maybe it's not there anymore.
Oh, I think it's down near the railway station.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A new.
What tracing your ancestry and all that, yeah.
There,
Yeah.
At least I think it is. I'm not sure.
Right. I know they were going to do something with the old railway station. I don't know what they did with it.
Yeah, they done the big house there. They turned it into some kind of heritage centre.
Right, yeah.
You'll have a cup of tea with you.
I won't now, will you? Go move on now.
You will.
I want no, Jesus, that's a big feed beyond the Dundrum house.
Oh, yeah.
I want to come in and see you.
I said, we're president. The people didn't know it.
Yeah.
I'd have been over.
Well, this is good.
Don't worry about it, will you?
I know. We'd meet again.
You come for my 50th.
With the help of 50, yeah, with the help of God.
We got him.
With the help of God, we may be all alive.
Now you say hello to Mary and to Ned and to all them for me, Una. Do. Give them all my regards. Yeah.
And John then, my brother John, would be the same as PJ. PJ's next.
PJ's next to me. PJ's
Yes.
born 1944.
Well, that's our
Yeah.
John. My brother John was dead.
yeah.
My brother died of cancer. You see.
Yeah.
And
I was
Mary
born in
came, my
52,
sister
and
Mary
I was
would be the
52.
same
Yeah,
as
yeah.
Michael.
Katrina was taking the dog and she never took it off
Yeah.
at the oak, and I don't know how to take it off.
It's a long time now since we were in high school, really.
It is,
And since you answered that famous question to go for confirmation. God, if you did that today, you'd be making the nationals. You'd be on RTE that night, you know.
Presented with a plaque.
Yeah. Oh, you would. You got a plaque today. So anyhow, can you get one out the other camera there?
No, I can't fix my one anyway.
Yeah, oh, he's a cute guy, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
He loves people. He loves people talking to him. He does. Yeah.
You don't move too quickly around.
Oh, not at all.
No. He's a young dog now.
He's only 2 years old. That dog. He's look at him. Posing for his photo.
Ears up for me.
Yeah.
Could you do that again?
Oh, he's desperate, that dog. And you know. Huh?
Great pet, huh?
No.
He's a cute fire. He's a cute fire, Rover, and Chuck.
Oh, he is darling.
He is. He's a terror. Come on, Rover. Rover, come on. And you, my old pet. You air. Andrew,
Oh,
you
what
are
a
pretty.
cutie.
You air. Don't jump up now.
He's got no dog. He's got quite a
Do you want my picture? All 15 stone of me.
That's right.
It's worth it, hon. It's worth it.
It's worth it.
There by my door, yeah.
Yes.
I was going up to what's his name, Martin Harden. I'm going to try and find him.
How's Rosemary's mother?
Roger, and I'm a little setback lately. But she's sort of hanging in there herself too. Her feet are swelling and all this stuff.
Oh,
So I think it's time for us to be going on back, as they say.
Get
Yeah.
back to the doctor.
Yeah.
Get back to the doctor.
So there's your mother at the door, standing by her door, and looking lovely.
She's looking lovely.
She is.
I'm walking near.
I asked her. I told her she should get email.
I know.
Keep in touch with her. Yeah.
She's a walking miracle.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know, when you think about it.
But you're looking grand, though. You're looking grand.
Looking great, honey. Pale. I'm sure you were always pale. You were as pale as you were. No, pale as you were. The colour is the bad, you know.
Right, don't
It's
you want me
improved.
to be stressed?
Angela, you keep in touch with me now, too.
I will. You know me.
Listen, say hello to the bingo for this. She said she never met
I
the
didn't
bingo.
see Bingo this time. I kind of missed him. I said, I bet if we went to Armshaw's, we'd find him.
Yes,
Oh,
you would,
Bingo.
you would.
He's so funny.
He's still there.
The last time I saw Bingo, he was telling me.
Mickey, yes.
Dungannon.
Mickey, yeah.
Dungannon is his name.
Dungannon, his father was Bingo.
Oh, okay.
He's Dungannon. If you don't mind, Dungannon.
Oh, please.
Yeah,
Because he was born in Dungannon?
No,
He had a lady friend from Dungannon.
Was that right? Yes. I never knew why he was called Dungannon.
Yeah, because he told me he was
But,
a lovely girl from Dungannon.
When
Went
he
off and all, but he just couldn't take the...
Yeah. She was so like colour.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
So,
It does.